ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਹਾਕੀ ਨੈਣੀ ਖੈਨਾ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਇਨ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਗਰੋਇੰਗ ਦ ਗੇਮ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਸਕਾਟਸ ਵੱਲੋਂ। ਬਚਪਨ ਤੋਂ ਬ੍ਰਿਜ ਸਿੰਘ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਸੁਪਨਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਉਹ ਓਲੰਪਿਕਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਵੇਗਾ। 2026 ਵਿੰਟਰ ਓਲੰਪਿਕਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਇਹ ਸੁਪਨਾ ਪੂਰਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਨੇ USA ਮੈਨਸ ਹਾਕੀ ਟੀਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ 골ਡ ਮੈਡਲ ਜਿੱਤਿਆ।
I was an athlete in field hockey, never really had any aspirations of winning gold. I was just happy just to be there. If it was, if the US team was able to, have a field hockey team in the Olympics and for them to compete, that was the goal when I was growing up as a kid and a teenager. And I had a USA, Olympic flag in my bedroom that is still up, that in my childhood room that I would, fall asleep to. Literally, it was right above my eyesight. So it was something that I dreamed of as a kid.
ਬ੍ਰਿਜ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਉਚਾਈਆਂ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਓਵਰਟਾਈਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੂਰੀਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਜੈਕ ਹਿਊਜ਼ ਨੇ ਗੋਲ ਕਰਕੇ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਨੂੰ 골ਡ ਮੈਡਲ ਗੇਮ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਰਾਇਆ।
My first instinct was, is there anything here that could take this moment away? I think that's my natural team service is what could go wrong alarm going off. Are we onside? Is there goalie interference? Is there anything that could take this away? Once we realized that we were all good, I was up in the management suite and the first instinct for everyone was we got to get down there. So, but in those moments, especially running down, I thought of my family. I thought of the hard sacrifices that my parents have come through. My dad moving to India when he was, from India to the United States when he was 2. All of the work my grandparents did settling in this country in the 50s and 60s, and for them to, pave the way literally for me to be able to come and do this is the hard work of them at the end of the day. I just played a small role in my day. I was looking up in the crowd because they were up in the upper deck where the tickets were for that game, and I couldn't find them. I was like, I know where they are. They're right in that section. And then I just see a bunch of flashlights go up, and it's all my family and people around them trying to get my attention. They moved down to the lower bowl, and I jumped onto the railing and gave them a big hug. And I told them how much I loved them and how special this was for you guys to be here. The moment of sharing it with everybody meant just as much as the winning at the end of the day. I didn't want to do that without them in the crowd or without them as painful as probably the anxiety of that would be, it was incredible to share it with them.
ਬ੍ਰਿਜ ਨੇ ਓਲੰਪਿਕਸ ਵਿੱਚ 골ਡ ਮੈਡਲ ਜਿੱਤ ਲਿਆ ਪਰ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਕੰਮ ਹਜੇ ਮੁੱਕਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ। ਬ੍ਰਿਜ ਬੋਸਟਨ ਬਰੂਇਨਸ ਲਈ ਟੀਮਸ ਆਪਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਟੀਮ ਹੁਣ ਪਲੇਆਫਸ ਲਈ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ।
Still think Freebird is playing in my head constantly after hearing it for 2 weeks over there. But the grind still continues for my day job with the Bruins, and that's an exciting group that we have here right now that's chasing a playoff spot in a very competitive East. So it's cool to get back into that side of things too, and to start seeing the fruits of the labor that we started in October and November with the Bruins, and now start to see that start to kind of formalize itself as we chase the playoff spot.
ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਹਾਕੀ ਦੀਆਂ ਕਹਾਣੀਆਂ ਹਨ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਦੱਸਣਾ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਤੇ।